Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jemienaftaly. This channel is about kids welfare. It is the pediatric world, the world of the children. So here I create the awareness on common illnesses affecting children while growing up. I do this in a language that every mother, every person is able to understand. So welcome to today's episode, and the topic of today is breastfeeding. So I want to insist on various things when it comes to breastfeeding. Today I want us to know the tips when it comes to breastfeeding. So first of all, breast milk is the standard milk for all children. So we want every child to be breastfed for the first 6 months. This is what we call exclusive breastfeeding. So when we say exclusive, we do nothing else apart from the breast milk, and we do it for the first 6 months. Then when we start weaning after the 6 months, the breastfeeding still continues for up to 2 years or even beyond. So make sure your baby breastfeeds for up to 2 years, at least 2 years. Yes. Now, what are the tips when it comes to breastfeeding? Now, we want to be sure that we are doing the right things. First of all, the breastfeeding should start immediately after delivery. It should be immediately, and this depends on the mode of, again, delivery. If a mother delivers normal, we call it SVD, that is spontaneous vertex delivery. This is SVD, which is the same as normal delivery. So the baby should be placed to the breast within 30 minutes of normal delivery. When it comes to CS is the cesarean section. So this one, the breastfeeding should start within 1 hour. Within 1 hour, we want to do it immediately. Other things is that when we start breastfeeding, the breastfeeding should be frequent. We do it many times. Remember, when you place the baby to the breast, this baby is the one that will enhance the production of this milk. So we want to do it frequently. At least we say the baby should breastfeed every 3 hours. Every 3 hours, you should place the baby back to the breast. That's another thing, very, very important. Other tips, we want to do the best attachment. We want to attach this baby well to the breast, and also we want to position. So we have two things here. So we have attachment. We have attachment to the breast. Attachment, and also we have positioning. So let's start with the attachment. When do we say that the baby is well attached to the breast? So number one, we want the lower lip of this baby should be rolled outward. Lip should be rolled outward. That's a good attachment. That is number one when it comes to good attachment. Other things in attachment is that most part of the areola is the black part of the breast. So I'm assuming this is my breast. This is my breast here. So parts of the breast, we have the tip here. This is the nipple. Then we have the black part after the nipple. This is now what we are calling the areola of the breast. So normally we want the baby to we want the whole part, the black part, all of it to be inside the mouth of this baby, so that that way we are sure that most of the areola, most of the black part should be left upward and not downward. This is the best attachment. It should be left upward and not downward. Other things is that baby's mouth should be wide open to accommodate this breast. Mouth should be wide open. Yes, this one, so that we can accommodate the whole, what we are saying, the whole part of the areola inside the mouth. So these are some of the best attachment, and it's a good tip when it comes to breastfeeding. Now, how about positioning? Positioning, you want the baby's body, and also the head should be on a line. They should be on a straight line. So that is the best positioning. The head and the body should be on a straight line. So then baby's body, while breastfeeding, the best positioning, baby's body should be supported. And this is by the mother. Supported, should be supported. So one hand of the mother is going to hold the breast and the other hand is going to support the baby fully. So this is another way of good positioning. So these are some of the things that you want to do, good tips when it comes now to breastfeeding. Other things, mothers, we want you to have good diet when it comes to breastfeeding. We should ensure that every mother is getting a balanced diet, yes. So we need to have good diet, very important when it comes to breastfeeding. Other things, we want the mothers to increase the fluid intake, take a lot of water so that you get nourished and get rehydrated. So fluid intake should be key when it comes to breastfeeding. Fluid intake. Other things, we want mothers to be free from worries. I mean free from stress when it comes to breastfeeding. Stress. Why? Because stress cuts down the milk production. So we need mothers to just relax and not get stressed up, because the baby is going to be disadvantaged. No milk that is going to come out. The milk is going to be cut down. So these are some of the tips that we are saying of breastfeeding. When we do all these, we are going to be on a good side. But if we don't, we are going to have problems, and the problem is normally to both child and also the mother. So we don't want to have these problems. So we call them, for the babies, we call them fetal problems or neonatal problems, yes. So number one, for this baby, if they are not breastfed well, they're going to have dehydration. Remember, the breast milk has got 90% of it is water before we reach now other nutrients down. So if you don't breastfeed well, this baby is going to get dehydrated. Other neonatal problem is we're going to have low immunity. Why? This is because the breast milk down, we have things we call immunological factors. These are things that help the baby fight infections. Many infections being attacked anyhow by most infections. So they're going to have low immunity because you do not breastfeed this baby well. Normally we recommend 30 minutes in one breast before you change. Make sure you empty the breast to get into these immunological, we call them immunological factors. Yes, immunological factors. Other things we will have when it comes to neonatal problems is things like jaundice. Yes, jaundice. I'm sure you are familiar with this name. Jaundice is usually the yellow discoloration of the sclera. The sclera is the white part of the eye. Instead of being that white, it becomes yellow. Also the skin, when you blanch the skin, it is yellow, and also the soles of the feet, they are going to be so yellow. So this is what you want to avoid. So these are fetal problems. Now how about maternal problems? We have things like sore nipples, or even the same as cracked nipples. If you're not going to breastfeed well, just giving the nipple, then the nipples are going to crack and they are very painful. Other things, maternal problems, we have infections. We are going to get infections such as mastitis. I'm sure you have heard of mastitis. Yes, mastitis, very common when it comes to maternal problems. So let's ensure that we do all these. These are the best tips when it comes to breastfeeding. I hope now you know, now you understand. Thank you for keeping tuned. If you have any question, go to my comment section, comment, ask anything, any clarification, hit on the red button to subscribe so that you may become part of this wonderful family. Also the notification bell to know every time I'm posting a new video here. Thank you so much. Till next time. Bye bye.